My name is Aladin Bar. I'm from RobotLab, and we are the educational robotics company. We bring abstract concepts in math, science, and so on to life by using robots. Like many of us here in the room, I grew up in a world that started its first steps with digital media in using these kind of tools. For most of us, this was a medium to save and transfer audio. For me, this was a way to program computers. I got my first computer when I was 8, wrote my first basic program using that, and learned chess, succeeded with chess, and actually won the best chess player at my city by only practicing on the computer. My favorite childhood robot, in a way, is Vicky. I don't know if you remember her from Little Wonder or Small Wonder or something like that. And in a way, I had a blast of childhood, working with computers and technology and everything. But at school, stuff wasn't that fun at all. I was a troublemaker. I didn't really pay attention to what the teachers taught, and stuff that they said went in one ear and out the other. And the reason is that mostly it was not relevant to my life. It was just abstract concepts for the sake of learning, not for the sake of something that will help me, help my life, help me get better in whatever I'm interested in. And this is something that we see over and over again. We teach our students in a way that it doesn't match our capability to learn and our capacity to learn. We are visual learners. We know that by now. And in fact, research showed us that we understand visuals as fast as 13 milliseconds. So if we see a scene, if we see a picture, in as little as 13 milliseconds, we know if it's safe or dangerous, if we should run away or stay put. If we keep watching this image for 1 second, we can tell a 1-minute story or 150 words about what we saw. 150 words from just 1 second. This is a phenomenal information transfer rate of 9,000 words per minute. But the magic doesn't lie only in the amount of information that visual transfer to us. It's actually in the retention rate. You see, while a person who reads on average 150 words per minute can retain roughly 65% of the information, watching an image for just 1 second can retain as much as 90% of the information. Don't believe me? Let's give it a try. I'm going to show you an image for just 1 second. Okay, so don't blink. Ready? Now, raise your hand if you can describe the scene, if you can tell what's in it. Yes, all right, we can do that. Keep your hands up if you have an opinion about the tool that was used. Yeah, we can do that. Keep your hands up if you have an opinion about the person. Is he professional or hobbyist, safe, dangerous? You have an opinion. You see, telling someone else about what you experienced would take you around 150 words or 1 minute. And you got all of that from just 1 second of watching an image. This is the power that visual representation brings to the table. And if we, after experience that, if we look at the stats from around the world, we all know that. I mean, Snapchat became way more popular than Twitter, and Snapchat is focused on visuals, and Twitter is focused on words. Actually, most of the tweets today are with images or text, or videos. So in the visual versus words battle, visual wins big time. Now, what do we do at schools? We give them texts. We talk to them. We give wordy explanations for abstract concepts, and they just doesn't make sense. And the worst thing is that we force our students to think 60 times slower than their natural brain speed. This is the problem. This is the core problem why students are not engaged. Because we have a huge disconnect between how our brain processes information and how we introduce information to the students. And what happens when students are not engaged? They go to look for engagement somewhere else. Okay, and we don't want that. This is actually where robots come to play. Robots are visual tools. They move around us, interact with us. We understand their motion and their capabilities by just looking at them and using our intuition. And that's a huge benefit that we should leverage in our classrooms. Let me show you a quick video of a subject that almost every student fails in America, arc length. Okay? And how to calculate. What is an arc length and what does it do with the angle? After watching this image for just like 5 seconds, do I need to spend 45 minutes explaining that? Probably not. Let me show you another thing. quadratic equations. How many students, sit in classroom and just scratch their head? What do they want? I mean, why do I need to learn that? I'll never use it in my life. What if we take a quadcopter, fly it in the middle of the classroom, and show the students that the relationship between the height of the quadcopter and the area that its bottom camera can capture is actually a quadratic relationship. The higher you go, the larger the area that the camera can see. Pretty straightforward. What if we go on our learning platform, Engage K-12, and actually show the students that a soccer-playing robot that can actually kick the ball to the goal is actually connected to their linear equations. All right, to kick the ball to the goal is a linear relationship, and they have to find the slope and actually run the robot and make the robot run it. Not only that, we actually give them the ability to work by themselves on a virtual environment where they can see the outcome of their calculation comes to life. We have thousands of schools across the country using these programs, this innovation. And it wasn't unnoticed. All the work that we are doing in schools across the country is being noticed, and we got a lot of awards for that. We owe our students an environment that is engaging, that is fun, that is relevant to their lives. And by doing that, we force them to learn. We trick them to learn, in a way. That's how we call it. They don't even realize that they are learning because in their minds they're just playing with robots. And on top of all of that, we owe our kids, and we have to talk to them at the pace that their brain works, okay, which is faster than words. Thank you.